Previously on Survivor. The morning of day 2 arrived, and as the players got ready for the day, Steven found the hidden immunity idol at Stark, and Luke was able to find his second immunity idol over at Pierce. At the challenge, Stark took an early lead, but Pierce was able to fight back on his first challenge since the swap. Steven felt as though he worked his way into a power position on Stark, and planned on splitting the votes between Mike and Katie. Unbeknownst to Steven, Katie and Mike had the same idea, but they planned on splitting the votes between Steven and Tim. Although Tim admitted he wanted to realign with Luke at the merge, the target was on Steven, and he was blindsided with an idol in his pocket. 12 players remain, who will be voted out tonight.
I was nervous. I was literally like,
Yeah.
like you really never know if your name's gonna be on there.
Well, we're here. I don't really know what happened exactly. But I do know, because I was talking to Becca on the way back, that, you know, they kind of, the rest of the Webster tribe said, no, we want to get rid of Steven. So, and I said to her, like, if you really, really wanted to do that, like, I probably would have gone along.
Let's not go back. Let's not go back.
We still have a very strong tribe.
Yeah,
That's
incredibly
how I
strong.
feel about
Yes.
Yeah. And we also have like our heads.
Yeah, that was like the last challenge had some running, but that wasn't so much running where
No.
Steven running Spartan races would have made a difference at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You know, obviously it's scary to see your name, but I still feel good with the people. And I think we just, you know, we're like, honestly, yeah, like the 5 of us are stronger without Tim, because Tim's already said he'd be willing to flip back to Luke.
It comes down to it next vote. If that's what it is. I think he knows. Yeah. But I mean, he probably pushed me about
which is
voting
not
you
good,
out
because if
next.
he's feeling like he was going to jump ship.
Yeah.
He was going to do that anyway.
Yeah. But it's
I
like
know, even if
we
there
can
was
get him,
even a question of maybe he won't.
he's gonna.
I want to have Mike be the next, like, if we lose the next challenge, I definitely think that Mike is the next one that should be cut loose, because he's going to be more of a threat later.
So Mike's gonna get it. I knew, like, I wanted to get, like, Mike and Steven out at some point. Yeah. So, like, Steven going now is totally cool.
Yeah.
Let's get Mike next. And then, this is our crew. Five of us going into merge.
Meg really wants to work with Tracy, and whatever Tracy does, Meg will do.
Right. But I was also thinking, like, they obviously have really strong people on their team. I don't know who they would necessarily go after on ours. Like, it could be
Luke. Would it be one of us?
Sean.
Maybe?
Yeah. So I think it's less unanimous for them on who it would be targeted.
It kind of split off into me, Sean, Elena, and Luke chatting. I don't know how strong that conversation was, but hopefully it's strong enough to have them on my side for this next vote. And Tracy and Meg headed back to camp way before we did, so.
Hey guys. What's up?
her as a big contributor. I think she says a lot of nice things, but I don't think voices. I think, yeah. There's a lot of talking, but I don't think there's a lot of action. And if it is action, it's not.
Lots of talk.
It's all based off of emotions and not actual genuine.
Yeah, she was pretty fucking butthurt yesterday.
I think she was butthurt because I genuinely called her out on her stuff. And she was trying to like confront me saying like, no, I would never do that to you. And I was like, well, the fact that you're just genuinely this angry kind of is supporting my theory. You weren't going to be very loyal to me.
I think we're doing a really good job not letting on that we're like best friends.
I think so too.
I don't think people know, besides people who would know. Like Luke obviously knows.
Yeah, but Luke also knows that everyone knows that he's best friends with Elena.
Yeah.
I think the Elena Tracy thing is the biggest alliance right now. It's hard because I think there's a part of me that thinks Elena and Luke are going to start working together too, which would to me mean that that's obviously they're really good friends outside of this. So I was kind of hoping that Tracy would start leaning towards me, but I can't get her to open up, and that's fair.
Yeah, Luke is kind of a pivot here. I like working with Luke, but I think Luke also likes to work with everyone else too.
Yeah. I don't think this is going to be, I think there's going to be very few like OG alliances in the end.
Yeah, same.
Everyone is going to be broken up.
First things first, take it back. Thank you. Woo! Once again, immunity's back up for grabs. For today's challenge, we're probably going to do one of the most controversial challenges we've ever done. That's tic-tac-toe relay. You'll be single file in your tribe, start at a starting line. One at a time, you'll run down and place a marker representing your tribe. Run back. Once you get back, the second person is going to go, place a second one, third person will place a third one. Your goal is to try to get 3 in a row. The fourth person will run down without a marker and move one piece one time to try to get 3 in a row.
To a different square?
Yeah.
Okay.
And run back. And this will continue until...
It has to be your team.
Yeah.
Has to be your team.
Yeah.
No, you can just move.
And you can't put them in the same square.
No.
Like regular teams.
If the square's taken up, it's taken up.
You gotta think about everything. The problem was last time we only thought about defensive moves.
First to 5 wins immunity.
Get some legs! Here you go, Sean! Good Sean! Hey, Sean! Yes, Sean! Yes, Sean! Go, Lena! 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 Go, Lena! Here you go, Lena! Yes! Yeah, Meg! Yeah, Meg! Woo! Good! Yes, Meg! Here now, look at it. Go, Luke! Yes, go, Luke!
Boom! Start gets the point.
Nice. Here we go, Trace! Here we go, Trace! Woo! Yeah! Nice!
Ooh.
I'm in there. Here you go, Shannon! Here you go, Shannon! Nice, Shannon! Come on. Yes, Sean! Here we go, Sean! Woo!
Go.
Go, Lena! Go, Lena! Here you go, Lena! Nice! Yes, Lena!
Lena!
Yes, good! We're trying to score your ass. Yeah, Meg! Yeah, Meg! Yeah, Meg! Go! Yeah!
Sean gets it.
Yeah!
Drivers ready? Go.
Here you go, Shannon! Here you go, Shannon, nice! Yes, Shan! Yes, Shan! Yes, Shan! You're up, Katie. Here you go, block him, Trace, block him! Nice, good! Yeah, Luke! Good job, Luke!
Make a move, girl!
What you gonna do?
I
don't know yet.
Start.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, Meg.
Let's go! Here. That's it. Get it. You froze up, man.
Tracy, yes! Good job! Let's go, Luke! Yeah, Luke! Yeah, look at those legs! Nice, Luke!
Okay, middle.
Top left.
Go! Come on!
Start. Wings it.
Good job.
Yeah.
Here you go, Luke.
I'm kind of
Nice, Luke. Here we go, Shannon. Here we go, Shannon. Here we go. Here we go, Sean. Come on, Sean. Here we go, Eric. Here we go, Sean. Nice.
Then bounce? Yeah.
They bounce.
Off the board.
Run. Come on, Ted. Bottom middle. Put it in. Nice.
Boom.
Yeah. Nice.
Pierce. You can't whip it and then have it land in one another square and say it's in the other one. Yeah. Drivers ready? Go.
It doesn't hurt, it just looks kind of good. I am not first aid. Good. Yeah, Meg? My kitty, you got it. Here you go, Trace. Anywhere.
Go, Tracy.
Here you go. Trace, stop going. Yeah, anywhere.
Come on, Lexi.
Nice, Luke. Nice.
Just fucking stand there.
Here we go, Eric. You can do it. You got block. You got block. Block him.
Oh, he's one. Pierce. Yeah! Luke with the awful strategy. Drivers ready? Go.
Here we go, Eric.
Yeah, Luke.
No.
Whoa!
No.
What the fuck was that?
No. That one doesn't count. You gotta do it again. This one can count. Your Luke shoved Eric.
Come on, Eric. No, come back. Get Eric.
No.
Time, pause.
No.
Contact both ways. He got in front of me.
No, he got in front of you. You pushed him.
He touched me too.
No, he didn't. Eric, that one counts.
Okay.
Their penalty is that one doesn't count.
Okay, restart. Drivers ready. Go.
Yeah, middle. Yeah, Luke. Come on, all you. Push.
Oh no!
Here we go.
Can I move it or is it?
Yeah.
Here we go. Sean. Sit, Sean. Come on.
Pierce wins. Pierce wins immunity. It should be a poor sport award.
Good job.
Congratulations, Pierce.
Yeah.
Second time around.
Woo! Yes.
Start Tribe. I guess today just isn't your day, so you have another date with me at Tribal Council. See you then.
I think Mike is probably gonna try to push people. Yeah, because I sucked at that challenge. I really fucked me there.
Yeah.
I screwed up the challenge, which sucks. So I know that Mike is kind of trying to get people to vote me out because I messed up the challenge.
Yeah, he kind of did shit the bed on that one though.
If I had to pick one person.
It's like also we don't know if there's gonna be a merge night. Or
Pretty much scored against me because it was glaring, like, especially with the last round, like 3
that last one I was just like, it's
very.
We're afraid of him jumping ship, working with Luke. It seems like Luke is working with Shannon, Sean, and Elena from what we can see in the challenges, and that's just a very dangerous foursome to keep together. So if we can get Tim out now, keep their numbers down, hopefully pick them off at the merge, and live to see another day.
We need Mike and Eric in the game
Yeah.
to beat Sean
Yeah.
and Luke in the next challenge. Like,
Yeah.
we need to win the next challenge.
We're gonna use you during the merge to beat
Yes,
them.
we're
Yeah,
also
dude.
keeping you in.
Use me as long as you want. Till the end.
But we were saying earlier, it was like
when merge happens,
Yeah.
fucking Luke and Sean. If they don't win an immunity idol,
Sean needs to go as soon as he has.
dude, Sean's dead in my book.
Talk around camp is that it's going to be Tim next. So some people bringing up like, oh, he didn't do that well in this challenge, which at this stage in the game is a little suspicious, just because there are bigger things to concern yourself with.
Has he talked to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think us four, it's like it makes sense. Especially
4 of us would hold both.
Yeah, like we hold everything. So yeah, and also like going into the next. Yeah.
The 4 from Webster Tribe, you know, as long as no one's pulling anything silly, we're going for Mike.
Plus, it's like, oh yeah, tell him we're voting Mike. It just never. I know you guys are.
Yeah.
Fun. I know you guys are cool, but it never feels good.
I mean, I'm just like looking at it and I'm like, well, I mean, it would make sense for them to get either Mike or I because we're like numbers wise on the bottom, but like, does Tim really trust them? I don't know. So I wouldn't be shocked if they flipped and did Mike or I. I would hope Mike would go first as opposed to me, but never know.
Welcome back. See you 2 times in a row after most of you haven't really experienced travel this whole time. So Katie, what's that like, going basically all day yesterday, not seeing this place, and now 2 times in a row you're back?
Oh, it sucks. Obviously it sucks. We had like such a run of momentum yesterday. Really like bonded last night, hung out, like everyone was really cool, and I don't think anyone disagrees with that. So it kind of sucks because it's people that you get along with, and obviously you don't want to write anyone's name down, so not the best.
The challenge got pretty physical, Eric. Do you think that's going to create some animosity in you versus them going forward in this game whenever you guys do eventually merge?
I think it definitely brought up some of the issues of who are their strong competitors and what types of challenges do we have to worry about for their people staying in the game.
Mike, how much of this vote is about making this tribe strong, and how much of this vote is about whatever the next chapter in this game is?
I honestly, I don't know if the two are mutually exclusive or not. I feel like it's one and the same a bit, because obviously we merge, and it's at that point it's all about the numbers. And as far as we can tell, you know, with a merge coming up, looking at the other tribe, if there's an alliance of like a Luke and a Sean and a Shannon and an Elena, that's, you know, some of the 4 strongest competitors on that tribe in this game. Those are the kind of people that we want out of there. So if we can keep us strong together and, you know, start picking them off. So we'd like to keep ourselves strong now for as long as we're together, and at the same time keep ourselves strong moving forward so we can attack, you know, any issues that may arise with those people.
Tim, last travel you said you think the winner is in this group. Now that you guys lost 2 in a row, do you still feel that way?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
The right answer.
Right. So I do, because I still think that the other tribe is just so volatile, and they're gonna have a lot of confidence and momentum like we did yesterday, with all the victories that we had. So they probably feel the same way, but I mean, I just get a sense from what we've seen at the challenges and sort of what we know about people already that it can get a little bit chaotic, and they know who their strong competitors are, and they know who they probably need to get out, because Sean and Luke play really dirty, and I would have a hard time imagining that someone like Meg or Tracy or Elena is going to want to put up with like just getting roughed around by them in individual challenges. So I really would be surprised if they make it that much further, unless, you know, shenanigans happen.
Yeah, if I can piggyback off that a little bit, I think, you know, they're obviously riding the high right now, winning 2 challenges in a row after a, you know, not so spectacular day for them yesterday. But at the same time, I think just the personalities on that tribe, they're a lot, you know, bigger, you know, more loud. They're they're more confident. They're just bigger personalities. You know, I think as far as the winning is going, I think it's going to get to their heads and they're going to get a little cocky. Where, I mean, obviously I'm speaking from a bias, but with us winning yesterday, we still felt a lot more level-headed about it and tried not to let it feed our egos and, you know, consider, hey, we still got a long day, we still have challenges every day, you know, every challenge is a new challenge. It's the fact that we won yesterday obviously means nothing today, so.
Clearly.
Here we are.
Yeah.
All right, let's see which 5 is going to go on and try to take down the, what is turned into a colossal. Yeah. All right, Tim. You're up.
This vote's all about looking forward to the future and, you know, the fact that you admitted to us that you wanted to jump ship and try to work with Luke at the merge is just not looking good for you.
I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity I don't like to play it, now would be the time to do so. If not, once the votes are read, the decision is final, and that person will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Tim. Tim. It's 2 votes, Tim. Mike. It's 1 Mike, 2 Tim. Tim. 3 Tim, 1 Mike. 7th person voted out as survivor, Roysan Revival. Tim. Grab me your torch. Tim, the tribe has spoken.
This is the unraveling. Should I take this?
No, you're good. This vote seemed about unity. Hopefully you guys don't have to break up and you can keep that unity together. Grab your torches, head back to camp.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
So I biffed the challenge, and I guess I can see them thinking, okay, we really got to win the next team challenge, so let's make sure we keep Mike and get rid of Tim. Maybe that's what they thought. But like I said as I walked away, it's the unraveling. We said we were going to keep that alliance of our original Webster tribe. So, I don't know. It's their own undoing. I can see, I don't know. I said that probably the winner is on that team. Might still be, but I mean, they voted out one of their own. Who's to say they're not going to do it again?
Next time on Survivor, Merge arrives. With it, a scramble to gain the upper hand, and a merge feast for immunity.